diapers on a plane.
Feliz Navidad! Feliz Navidad! My favorite thing this week in Panama was definitely ziplining through canopy adventures in the jungle of an extinct volcano.
Feliz Navidad! My favorite thing in Panama this week was visiting Old Panama and seeing all the cool old ruins and history of the Panamanian people. It was really cool.
Feliz Navidad! My favorite thing in Panama is the pool.
Feliz Navidad! My favorite thing in Panama in week 2 is hiking. My favorite thing about Panama was Old Town, where all these amazing ruins were. My favorite thing about Panama is swimming.
Welcome to episode number
26
of Diapers on a Plane, the podcast, travel journal,
slash vlog,
blog, all of the above.
slash we're gonna bore you with all the details of what we're doing.
Well, partly because it's not only for you, but also for us. It's travel.
It's for us.
It's for us. It's a travel journal, but also hopefully give some inspiration and ideas for other people. So this is week number 2 in Panama.
And this is going to be a fast podcast because it's bloody hot out here.
It's really hot. So the location we're at, we're kind of off the beaten path near the beach of the resort house we're staying at for these 2 weeks.
The ocean's that way, but the tide comes all the way into these like mini mangrove trees. And then they're over on this side, there's all these hermit crabs. The kids are hunting for them. And we're just going to get into it. So this week, we had a busy week. We had tons of fun, and this is what we did. So we started out.
So on Monday we went.
On Sunday, Sunday to Sunday.
Oh, Sunday to Sunday. Okay.
So we've been attending church here, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and it's been awesome. The services are in Spanish, but we did meet one family here that speaks good English. There's a lot of families that speak English.
And the missionaries, and actually I met a missionary from my hometown. I think I'd mentioned that before, but. We met a Rowley, which is, if you're from Santaquin, Utah, that the name is very prominent. They're a well-known family there. And so it was kind of fun. Meet someone from your small hometown in a remote place. But yeah, we went to the church services there. It was awesome.
Yeah, it's been so fun. The first week we were a little late. We thought church started an hour later, so we just made it to Sunday school. Next week, we were able to make it to the Christmas program, and we found out that the ward doesn't even have a choir, but they pulled together a choir. It was massive. It was like 50 to 60 people, and it was profoundly beautiful.
It was awesome.
It was like all the hymns were sung in Spanish, but the spirit was incredibly strong. It was really an absolutely beautiful service, and I'm so glad that we were able to partake in it.
I think if you're a churchgoer, which you may or may not be, a lot of times on vacations you don't really want to make the time away from your travels to go do that. But and we didn't as much in the beginning, but now we find that going to church is just as meaningful as the travel for us, and plus we get to meet some wonderful people, which we'll get into in just a moment.
Yeah. All right. So then on Monday, we decided that we really needed to tick Santa off the list. Like, it was time to go see Santa. We had purposely waited to see Santa in Panama.
Yep, so we went to the Westland Mall where Santa is hanging out all day long, all the way up until the 6th of January.
Because on the 6th of January here, they celebrate Epiphany. So they celebrate Christmas when the wise men came and brought gifts, not the day that Christ was born. So yes, they celebrate Christmas. They have festivities. They have parties all night long. They have fireworks. Celebrations go all the way through January 6th. But January 6th is when Santa comes. And it's just a nonstop party. This is also summer here. So it's hot, as you can see.
I've got sweat dripping down my face. The kids behind us, you can hear some of them screaming. They're screaming. They're trying to catch a bucket full of hermit crabs. Hopefully at the end of this podcast, we can show you what they found. I know I'm cutting away from Monday, but the last time we came walking through here, I think it was in the evening, and it was just the ground was moving with hermit crabs, so we were hoping to come back out here and have them have fun with them again, but we'll see what happens.
All right, so what is Santa Claus like in Panama? Decorations here are everywhere. Like, the Christmas spirit is alive and well. You definitely don't need snow to have Christmas spirit in Panama. The Christmas tree was easily 50 to 60 feet tall. It was on top of a box.
Everyone in the mall has Christmas hats on.
Yeah, you wear Christmas hats when you go see Santa. Santa was so pleasant. Like, he did speak full Spanish, but he understood our kids, of course, because that's Christmas magic.
Does.
And we all got to wear hats. He took time with each of the kids. They've been visiting Santa since they were born, and they got a little shy this time. I think obviously because of the language barrier. But it was so much fun. I'm so glad we did it. I'm so glad we have a picture with Panama Santa just to add to our collection. Now we have how many years of Christmas photos with Santa?
Well, every year.
So a Christmas photo every year when it was just Gabriel and I, when it was just Gabriel and I and the dogs. When we're at home, we did a picture with the dogs. When we're not, we do a picture just with the kids. But
so we're excited to have a Panamanian.
Yeah, we
Santa
have
Claus.
we have a Disney Santa Claus. We have a
we did one in Norway.
yeah.
So anyway,
it's been really fun.
So Monday was our Santa day. Tuesday was a big swim day.
We're trying to take a day off every day just to make sure that we're relaxing and having fun.
The idea with this trip is that it would just be relaxing.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been as much. We've had some issues with sleep, but it's still been amazing. So Tuesday was a swim day. We'll show some pictures of that, some footage. Wednesday was a pretty awesome day. We went to Valle de Anton. It's this little city inside the caldera of an extinct volcano.
Yeah.
They've got. We went swimming.
We went swimming in waterfalls. So we hiked to a waterfall, and then it came off the edge, and then you could hike down the side, and then you could swim in like the little stream below
Kids love
it.
it. We found box turtles along the way.
Lots of grasshoppers.
Before that, we went ziplining.
Yeah, we went ziplining through the canopy of the forest. It's called Canopy Adventures.
Hiking through the rainforest.
Little kids can go. Claire they said she wasn't quite big enough, but, and Gabriel didn't end up going, but I went.
Yep.
And the twins went, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so
it was
Valle de
short.
Anton-
It was about 20, well, it was probably longer than that. Maybe 100 feet.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
It was fun. It was my first time ziplining, so it was really fun. You had to break yourself as an adult. The kids didn't have to. They were able to just...
Yeah, they were light enough that they slowed down.
Yeah, they just went and...
But if you go visit Valle de Anton, they've got tons of hiking, tons of waterfalls to visit. It's just an amazing location. A lot of tourists there.
They have a butterfly farm.
Oh yeah, we went to the butterfly farm.
Some great restaurants.
Yeah.
Lots of farmers markets outside. But the majority of it is just different places to hike, waterfalls to swim in, places to just really adventure in the wilderness.
Yeah, so real magical day.
Yeah.
It was like the highlight of our trip, and then on the way back we had the low light of our trip, which we'll talk about. It's in episode 25, which we haven't published. We may publish that a couple days after this one. We're not sure yet. But that's all about us getting stranded on the freeway for 5 hours. And then basically after that, took 2 more days to get our car repaired. So we had a couple of home days.
So watch for that.
Yeah,
that was an
watch for
ordeal.
that.
You'll learn, if you're interested in learning about driving in Panama, what the conditions are like in Panama, what to expect. Should you get renter's insurance for your vehicle in Panama, we'll go over all those.
Yeah, definitely
take a look at that.
Yeah, definitely some important data there.
All right, it's so hot. Let's move on. Next couple of days, we were getting the car repaired. We couldn't really go anywhere. Couldn't really do anything because we had a spare on the car.
Yep. So then Friday.
And then Friday, we decided to go up to Panama. So one of the things celebrating a Panamanian Christmas is a nativity set. So it's very popular here. Many generations pass them down through families. But if you're celebrating Panamanian Christmas or you transplant to Panama, you have to get a nativity. So we've been on the hunt for one. We found several, but we wanted to kind of take our time and look around. So we went up to Panama thinking that we would find one there. But a lot of the markets that we were planning on going to weren't open.
They were closed for some reason, but we did go to one of the premier tourist spots in Panama City, which was the Ancon Mountain, which is, we found a lot about the history there, but basically you hike up. It was probably a 30-minute hike with our family. It was a long hike on a pretty easy road though.
And the name of the mountain is the first boat that traversed through the Panama Canal.
So it has a huge meaning here.
Yeah, so it overlooks the entire city. So we could see everything in the whole city. We could see all the way stretched out to the ocean. What do you have?
Can you show one? So here's one of the hermit crabs.
This is the biggest one.
Oh my goodness, it's almost got my fingers. Look at that. Oh, ow. And it got my fingers.
When Moore's favorite and it actually cut his finger.
I know. So we've got about 10 in the bucket now. Yeah, so we went to Mount Ancon, we hiked that. It was a lot of fun.
And then after that, we went down. We tried to find the markets. We weren't able to. So we went down to Old Panama.
Oh, that's cool.
You get one? And what was really cool about doing those two things on the same day is that you could see the aerial bird's eye view and then go see it from the literal on foot view. And it was really cool. And we did find, ooh, that's a teeny tiny one. Wow. Oh, wow.
That's awesome. So they are on the hunt. So it looks like they're finding hermit crabs.
Wow.
Not as many as we saw last time. They were hermit crabs the size of my fist last
I found
time.
the biggest one.
Must have something to do with the heat.
Yeah, I think they're not out as much. Maybe their shells start
I
to
do
break.
not want to be out in this heat.
Okay, so
For some more.
we went down to Old City, Panama, and it was very cool. They've got a lot of old churches, a lot of ruins.
I found a teeny tiny one.
Yep, she found the teeny tiny hermit crab. There's so many hermit crabs here.
So we found a chocolate shop that sells artisan chocolates. We each picked out one of those.
Yep.
We went to eat at a couple places that were, it's a tourist trap, so just watch where you eat. I would not recommend the place we went, but I don't even know the name of it.
Yeah.
We just got these really kind
post
of
it.
sad plates of cheese and
Yep.
celery.
But yeah, we found out there's a lot of like communities here that make their own chocolate, like bean to bar.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's organic and.
That was cool. We got some of those.
So that was really cool. We visited all the tour shops and then we headed out.
Saw all the. So then they did have a market there. None of them sold nativities, but we did pick up some cool jewelry, some cool like handmade necklaces. Widmore got a shark tooth on a necklace.
Yep.
He got one of those back when we went to Cancun and it broke. Not the shark, but the necklace. And I'm a terrible parent and never got it fixed for him. So he was super excited to find another one here.
Prices are super reasonable.
Yeah, really cheap. So that was super fun. So we did that. And then there's one more thing we did this week. What was it?
Yeah, what was it? Saturday? Boy, the heat is getting to us. There's got to be. What did we do? Do you guys remember what we did on Saturday? No? We didn't go to a mall, did we?
No, Saturday's the day we went to Panama.
Oh.
Oh, so, and then the last thing we did was we went out to eat at this place called the Marketplace. And the Marketplace is another mall.
Oh, right.
Now, Panamanians are crazy about shopping. There are malls everywhere. We've been up to the mall in Panama, which is Albrook. That mall, we couldn't even find the end of it. Like, we couldn't go end to end. It was so huge. And we walked around we just walked in a straight line.
So, oh my gosh, all those ants. There's all the leaf cutter ants. They're just all over there. You're just looking at some of these ants, and there's some leaf cutter ants, and they're just carrying leaves up and down. We're right in the middle of the forest. This is pretty cool. And we're gonna end this soon.
I'm done.
So,
I'm so hot. We gotta finish.
okay.
So we went to the Marketplace, which is another mall. This is a really ritzy, really nice mall.
Yeah, we found our favorite grocery store there. We're at
And we
Weba Smith.
Yeah, it's got some organic food. It's got a whole bunch of different
I
stuff.
think we're gonna do a post on all of the grocery stores.
We did find that grocery store up in Panama City too, Organica.
That's crazy.
And they had a lot of great stuff there, but yeah,
It was insane.
insanely expensive. So at the Marketplace, the reason we were there is because we were treating Daniel and Fatima, which are members of the ward that were here that helped us on our 5-hour stranded in Panama journey. So we went out to eat with them and we ate at a little restaurant that serves a very traditional Panamanian meal, which is like cubes of meat served with plantain chips and about
French fries.
8 different types of French fries.
Yucca root. Yeah, really good. It was really good. And then some ribs that were a little bit different than the American ribs.
They weren't barbecue ribs, so they didn't have barbecue sauce.
Super interesting. It's super good, and we had a lot of fun with them. We'll show some pictures in there. Okay, it's super hot here. That sums up our second week in Panama.
I'm done. I'm
We
toast.
are toast. It's actually Christmas Eve right now, and we are trying to go out and get a couple odds and ends. We hear things get crazy tonight, so we want to.
So we're gonna do, we're gonna do some live videos. So watch out for those. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, everybody.
Feliz Navidad.
Okay.
Feliz Navidad.
So little before we end. Yeah, so in our neighborhood, people are getting tables up, their TVs are getting prepped, music is starting to get loud. They're getting ready to fiesta tonight, and we've heard it's crazy.
So we're gonna get this week start. We're gonna go over last week and we'll hurry and get next week posted for you, where we'll talk about Christmas. We will talk about Christmas Eve. We'll talk about my Feliz Cumpleaños. And we'll talk about all those goods. All right.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow, share, and
hit that button.
You're awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
But first we gotta see how many.
We're gonna see how many hermit crabs we get. Yep. Okay, so now we are gonna look at all these hermit crabs. That is really cool. Oh wow.
In the
Good job.
bushes is where they all are.
Yeah, I think because it's cooler in the bushes.
We'll
Okay.
come back when it's late again. We'll come back like 5 or 6.
Here, let's pour them out all over on the beach right here, and we'll look at them.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna take a look at all these hermit crabs. Look at that. That is so
Teeny
fun.
tiny one, come on, teeny tiny one.
They're running for the shade. They're all, it's hot, it's hot. Okay, pour them out.
They just put them all out. It was like a baby. That is a baby. And you'll see the teeny tiny one somewhere. Big crawler.